asking our partners in the decree party to, let's agree on sustainability, and let's come up with some answers other than just relying on New York City's reservoirs for sustaining programs for the fish, programs for flooding.
Sounds good.
So,
I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond to this statement because obviously it's been raised now, and I think it's time for us to be a little more forthcoming, since the city has said that we want to discuss sustainability. We have been discussing sustainability, I'm quite right. And part and parcel with sustainability, of course, is the issue of state yield. And I don't think, again, this is the right forum necessarily to get into an explanation of New Jersey's position. But since the city is talking about the lower basin, or someone other than the city coming up with this extra water or providing for it, I'll just say one thing, that the real issue here, whether we're talking about fisheries, whether we're talking about flood mitigation, the real issue is, do the reservoirs today have to be as full as they are, and as full as we keep them under the FFMP and the current flow management program, in order to protect the city's water supply? And this is being discussed, as we say, and I can tell you, the city feels that the lower basin needs to provide this water because there isn't any, and it's New Jersey's position that those reservoirs do not have to be kept as full as they currently are, and as full as they are under the modeled FFMP program. And we're trying to work with the city and the parties to develop a different way of operating that provides for defined risk for everyone, so that we know where the risk of running out of water is, where the city's risk begins, and where the lower basins starts, or rather where theirs ends and ours starts. Right now, that's a little muddy. That boundary point is a little muddied under the current arrangement. We're talking about it. No point in going into great detail. It is a pretty contentious issue, as Tom has said. So hopefully, we can look forward. It's not going to happen real quick, based on what I've been hearing, but at least we're starting to talk about the right things. In other words, the real issues of contention. We're starting to address this issue of sustainability, as Tom says, and a safe yield. And we got to just try to look forward instead of looking back.
Joe, thank you very much for that.
Because